G'day, Oz Tool Talk today are reviewing a very exciting tool from Bosch, a brushless 18 volt grinder. Bosch have never had a brushless grinder before. This is their first one. It's the GWS 18V-125 SC. The C is for connected, in that it has Bluetooth connection to your phone and a very fancy panel at the top here that you can choose 3 speeds and see your battery life and things like that as well. There was a normal version without that, which doesn't have the C on the end, just the S. 125 because it's a 5-inch disc, and as I said, a brushless motor. Bosch claim that this is the equivalent of a 1000 watt electric corded grinder, which is really exciting. And the reason they can do that is because of their new ProCORE batteries, called NR Racers in Europe, Core in America, and they make use of bigger battery cells inside, the 2700 form factor cells. So I'm really glad to see them getting on board with the more premium batteries. Anyway, I'm going to go put this to the test with some grinding and cutting and let you know what we think.
Alright, so first up, just wanted to test the new angle grinder with some 1mm cutting discs, and I tested this against both the Bosch electric grinder and one of the leading brushless angle grinders on the market already, which I may have accidentally left in the shot for quite a few of these videos. And this is just with a regular 5 amp hour Bosch battery. As you can see, it doesn't keep up with the electric, but it does certainly keep up with its competitors, even with the regular batteries. But of course, this grinder is meant to be paired with the new Bosch Core batteries, which I've now put on, and I'm testing it again against the Bosch grinder. That's the slimline 720 watt unit that I've had for quite a while. It's been a trusty go-to for me. And yeah, with 6.3 amp hour Core battery, it's absolutely keeping up with the electric grinder. However, it's not a 1000 watt grinder, and you know, it didn't beat it, so that's interesting. Now I'm going to do some heavy grinding. I'm really digging it into the metal, so that I can hear the grinder slowing down, and just sort of seeing what sort of work it can do. And I was just able to get the grinder there to cut out just its thermal protection. And now, just for comparison's sake, I'm just going to pull out the electric one again, the 720 watt unit, and just see how it compares in the hand for grinding. It does probably feel pretty similar. Though of course with an electric grinder it doesn't have a good cutout, it just slows right down. And then lastly, I'm just going to take that 6mm grinding disc and try and cut some of this steel. This piece of angle iron's 6 or 7mm thick, so it's a decent piece of steel. And just going to see which one loads up the most and removes the most material. It's the same disc that I've used one after the other. I've just overloaded there the new cordless one, and I used the electric for longer and it got through a bit more. It was pretty similar, to be honest. I really couldn't feel much difference. Now I'm just showing the safety startup feature, whereby it won't automatically start up again once you reconnect the battery. And here I'm just showing you what the tool looks like when you take the head off. And I did this not only because I was interested to see what it looked like inside, but also to demonstrate that on this model, which is the connected model, SC, you can't turn the grinder head. You can on the regular model, the 125 S, but on this model, lefties are out of luck.
Okay, I just want to show you how easy it is to use the connected system on the Bosch Toolkit app. So I've had this app for ages. With the upgrade, it's got this My Tools section here. You can see because the Bluetooth's on, it's automatically sees the tool. I click on it. It's currently disconnected. It's now connected. You can see the blue light flashing up here. Everything works immediately. At the moment, the soft start is not on, which I'll just indicate. Straight on. But if I turn the soft start on, it works immediately. The work light here, I can turn that off and the tool goes dead, and the LED goes out straight away. I can turn it back on. I can address the brightness of the LED as well. If I just make that come on again, I can make the brightness lower or higher, and change the afterglow delay as well. And then with the user interface, which is on the top of the tool here, I can also set the brightness of that as well as the afterglow. And then down the bottom you've got to reset to factory defaults, which is now done. So you'll see the soft start and everything's off again. It's really just too easy. Over here you've got explanations of how the tool works and the what each thing means. Down here in the information tells you all about the tool, including its specs, date of manufacturer, all that sort of stuff. You're even able to name the tool as well. If I can click on that button, you can give it a new tool name. So it's really a very, very nice and easy app to use. The app also allows you to check the runtime and how many times it's had drop protection or restart protection, that sort of thing. So that's really good. Let's talk about the performance. I've used it more since my filming again, and I've got to say that it's just a really powerful grinder. For a battery grinder, I can really lean on it and get a lot of work done with the power that you can pull out of these ProCORE batteries. If you're going to get this grinder, I mean, it's already a big step up from their previous brushed grinder, even with a regular 4 or 5 amp hour battery. And in fact, even with those batteries, it's probably the equivalent of anything else on the market for 18 volt units. But get one of these ProCORE batteries with the new form factor cells in them, the 2700s, because it really takes it to another level. You can even hear it just when you turn it on at no load. It sounds beefier and faster. So yeah, I am very impressed with performance. I'm not sure though whether it's a 1000 watt equivalent like the like Bosch claim, because I was using it against the 720 watt grinder that I've had, and that felt about the same to me. But I didn't have 1000 watt to compare to, so take that with a grain of salt. Either way, it's a very powerful cordless grinder. It's very ergonomic as well. It's nice and thinned down in the middle for you to hold on to, and the side handle is great. The guard movement is just as easy as you're going to find in any grinder. I love that mechanism where the little lever that you push stays with the tool, like other Bosch grinders do, and some other brands as well, and then you can just by hand move the guard around. Really, really nice. Feels like a really quality made tool, and I note that Bosch are making this tool in Germany, so that's got to be a bonus. I like the lock-on switch on the side rather than a paddle that you have to hold down. Paddles are possibly more safe, but I'm a big fan of being able to lock the paddle on. Although being on this side of the tool, it's great for righties, not so good for lefties. In terms of the drop protection, it does work, but it's not as sensitive as I thought it might be. I started outside just dropping it on the grass, and didn't kick in, and then I went into the shed, started dropping it onto a much harder surface, just my doormat in front over the concrete. From waist height, couldn't get it to cut out. It started cutting out but not perfectly consistently at about chest height. So for me, love the feature, but I feel like Bosch need to improve it more. But overall, I'm really happy with this tool, and it fixes up one of Bosch's weaknesses in their line, which their brushed grinder wasn't really up to anything but light duty cutting. So this, combined with the amazing brushless reciprocating saw that I recently reviewed, that Bosch have brought out, have really brought Bosch's 18V line really right up to the top in terms of powerful tools that'll match anything on the market. When we do a comparison of grinders, which I'm hoping to do later this year, I would not be surprised at all to see if Bosch have the most powerful unit there. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment and tell us what you think. Please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. See ya.